fold forwards. Inhale, drag your heart through. Exhale, place your hands, step back into your plank pose. Okay, in your plank, your shoulders are directly over your wrists, your fingers are wide. I want you to take your gaze a couple of inches or even 1 foot in front of your mat. Drop your knees down to the floor. Really now squeeze your elbows in towards one another. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come down through your nose, your chin and your chest like a snake into your cobra. Press down through all 10 toenails. Try and relax your buttocks and really drag your shoulders back. From here, come back to your knees, tuck your toes under and come back into your Adho Mukha Svanasana. And take your breath. Take a gaze up towards your fingers. Step your right foot through. Your left leg is connected, so your left foot is connected to the floor, your right foot is connected to the floor. Really straighten up your back leg, so fire up the back thigh towards the ceiling. And then from there, we're going to push down through our right foot and lift our upper body up. So what I want you to do is take your hands onto your hips, and then inhale, take your arms all the way up to the sky, palms of the hands are facing one another. Your gaze can be straight ahead. If you feel a little bit more confident with balance, I want you to take your gaze up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in, release that out. See, can you sink down a little bit further? So we're opening up into the left hip flexor. Drop your shoulders down your back, and then exhale, release your hands all the way onto the floor, either side of your front foot. And then you're going to step your left leg to meet your right. And then grab a hold of your block, inhale, lengthen, and then exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale to fold. Inhale, take your arms all the way up to the sky, and once again, drag the energy down towards your heart. Take a second breath in your Tadasana. Then we're going to start again. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale and fold your body in half. Inhale, lengthen, look forwards. Exhale, place your hands and step back into your plank. Squeeze your hands and your arms towards one another. So the back should be in a straight line and you're pressing back through your heels. Squeeze your tummy muscles in. Drop your knees to the floor. And then from there, nose, chin, chest, elbows are in, cobra. Press down through your groin, relax your buttocks, draw your shoulders back. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, exhale and fold your heart towards your thighs. Inhale, look forwards at your hands and step your left leg through. So if it doesn't come all the way up, bring it halfway, grab a hold of your ankle, and I always say will it to come all the way up. It will get there eventually. Press both feet into the mat, your right heel is lifting off the floor. Then from there, pressing your weight into your left foot, I want you to come up into crescent. Find your breath with your hands on your hips and your shoulders slide down your back. Keep your ribs soft here. Inhale your arms all the way up to the sky. Relax your shoulders down your back and draw your tummy muscles in. And you're holding here for a moment. Feel that strength. There's so much strength and resilience within us. And it's in times like these that we need to call on it. Really settle into your hips here. Take your gaze towards the sky if you like. And then exhale, hands frame your front foot. Step your right foot forward. Grab a hold of your prop or hands onto shins. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen, look forwards. Heart forward, hips back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, your arms come all the way up to the sky. Exhale, draw your energy back towards your heart. Relax your shoulders down your back. Slight tuck to the tailbone. Inhale, lengthen your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale and release your hands towards the floor. Your hamstrings may be warming up now. Inhale, lengthen, look forwards. Exhale and fold. So slight bend to the knees, plant your hands, stepping back into your plank pose. Draw your shoulders and your arms in towards you, squeeze your tummy muscles in, press back through your heels. Drop your knees to the floor. Keep getting the blocks in front of me. From there, nose, chin and chest. Elbows stay in. Squeeze your tummy muscles in. Find your breath. Come back to your knees, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Really relax your chest down towards your thighs here. Keep a slight bend to your knees. There's no need to try and get the feet all the way to the floor. That's the goal. Inhale, look forwards at your hands, step your right leg through. So we're going to come back into our crescent, but this time we're going to clasp our hands behind our low back. Relax your shoulders down your back. Reach down through your feet and see, can you squeeze both feet towards one another. So you can stay here, or if you want to work a little bit on opening the hips, we're going to walk the right foot towards the right hand side and then very slowly start to drop our head on the inside of our right knee. The elbows or the hands come all the way up towards the sky. So my right shoulder is kind of opening up my knee here. And then very slowly release, come all the way up into your crescent. Slight back bend. And then exhale, drop your hands either side of your front foot. And then from here, we're going to open the right foot up towards the sky in a three-legged down dog. And then release your right foot down. Find your breath. And then coming into your plank. Knees come to the floor. Nose, chin, chest. Notice the way my elbows stay really stuck in towards my waistline. Relax your shoulders down your back. Draw your tummy muscles in. Very slowly coming back into your down dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Settle down with your feet. Feel this as your resting pose, where the stress of everything that is going on, the uncertainty, the fear, as you ground yourself into the mat, and you know that you still have this, your body, your breath, your movement, your health. Inhale, look forwards at the hands. Step your left leg through, coming into crescent. And then from here, clasp your hands the funny way. So the little finger, if it was on the outside of your left hand the last time, bring it to the inside of the left hand. Stretch your hands back behind you. Squeeze your tummy muscles in and roll your shoulders down your back. And if you want that little stretch to the hips, you're going to start to take your head towards the floor on the inside of the left foot, and the left shoulder just skims the left knee. Press back through your right knee. Really fire up that right thigh towards the ceiling. And then very slowly coming all the way up, ooh, and wobbly. Take both arms up towards the sky. Settle into your hips a little bit more. And then very slowly frame your front foot with both hands. Step the left leg up to the ceiling. And then drop that left foot down and let's come into a child's pose. Knees wide apart, big toes together, sit your hips back towards your heels. Relax your forehead down. Feel the tension melt from your back. Breathe into the adrenals and the kidney area here in the low back, where we hold a lot of that fight or flight and that hormone cortisol. See, can you breathe in here and release it out? And then from there, you're going to come back into your downward facing dog. Stretch your fingers out. Most of the weight is on index finger and thumb. See how it feels to release the hamstrings back a little bit more. Inhale, look forwards at your hands. Step your right leg through, but drop your left knee down. So let's keep our toes, actually let's release our toes all the way down. I want you to feel the 5 kind of toenails pressing into the floor. So make sure that the foot isn't rolling in, that it's really connected and it's straight behind you. Take your hands onto your hips. So really sink down with your hips here and really work on that left hip flexor. Take your hands all the way up to the sky. Palms of the hands are facing one another. Slight tuck to the tailbone, so draw your tummy muscles in. And then from there, we're going to take our hands together in front of our chest. Find your left elbow, and you're going to wrap your left elbow around your right knee, and that right elbow comes up towards the sky. Now for those of you who are more intermediate, you can tuck your toe under, your left toe, and then stretch that left upper thigh up towards the sky. And then if you want as well, you can take the left hand to the outside of the left thigh or to the inside and stretch the right arm up to the sky. Again, the twists are just getting rid of all the toxins that we don't need in our mind and our bodies. Stretch both hands either side of the front foot, and we're going to step it back into our three-legged down dog. And then coming back into full Adho Mukha Shavasana. Take your chest towards your thighs once again. Have a look forward at your hands, and then sweep your left foot forward. Drop your right knee to the floor. Okay, coming into your Anjayanasana. Drop your right foot all the way down. Just have your hands settling onto your thigh here as you feel the deep stretch in the hip flexor. And they say the hip flexors are the muscles in our bodies that govern the whole kind of health of our bodies and our spine. So it's really important to keep them open. Arms come all the way up to the sky, mini back bend. Squeeze the tummy muscles in. And then very slowly draw the energy down towards your chest. Right elbow comes across your left knee and left elbow towards the sky. And then in your own time you can tuck that back foot, stretch the right thigh up towards the sky. You can even drop your hand, maybe onto the inside is a little bit kind of more, just giving ourselves a break today rather than trying to push it too much. Left hand up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let your left hand frame your front foot. Step that back into a three-legged down dog. And then coming back into your Adho Mukha Shavasana. Stretch your heels back and down. And just notice how you're feeling. How you're noticing the tension melt from your spine. How you're noticing your body become maybe less stiff and stretching out a little bit more. Perhaps you're feeling a bit more space within your body. So very slowly look forward at your hands. Walk your feet behind your hands. Hands onto your shins. Inhale, lengthen, look forwards. And exhale and fold. Inhale your hands onto your shins. And exhale and fold. Take your hands onto your hips. Your elbows up towards the sky. Push down to your feet. And slowly inhale to come all the way up. The hands meet at the top. And then exhale, release your hands to your heart. So we'll do a little bit of a standing sequence and then come down to the floor. So what I want you to do is step your feet wide on your mat. Okay, you can take your hands out and make sure that the wrists are kind of on top of the ankles, and then open your right foot at a 90-degree angle away from you towards the front of the room. The left foot is parallel, so your right heel is going to be in line with the left arch. From there, I want you to bend into your left knee, but always take the knee towards your baby toe side, or even to the third toe. Take both arms up at shoulder height. You're stretching into your hands, stretching into your arms, so the fingers are wide apart once again. Go a little bit deeper in that thigh if it allows, and you're in your warrior two. Squeeze your tummy muscles in and a slight tuck under to the right bum cheek. Take your gaze over your right hand. Find your strength, find your resilience. And then very slowly, when you're ready, I want you to bend that right elbow, take it onto the right thigh. Left arm comes up to the ceiling, palm of the hand is facing away from you. And then very slowly you can sweep that left hand over your head. You can come deeper in that right knee, stay where you are with the elbow, or grab a hold of the right ankle. And then you can take your gaze towards that left hand. Very slowly coming all the way up. Peaceful warrior. Left hand slides down the back leg, right arm up and over. And then finally coming back into your warrior two. I'm sure your right thigh is screaming at you. And then straightening your right leg. Parallel your right foot. Hands onto your hips. Draw your shoulders onto your back. Coming to the opposite side. So left foot is at a 90-degree angle. Left heel is in line with your right arch. If you're a more beginner, you can take your right toes in towards your hips a little bit. Otherwise, please keep your right foot parallel. So from here, bending into your left knee. Left knee slides over so that we're opening up the groin area, opening up the hips towards your third toe or perhaps even towards your baby toe. Hands are resting on your hips to start. Really press into your back foot. Take your hands up at shoulder height. Stretching into your left fingers. Bend into your knee a little bit more, but make sure that that knee is not firing in front of your left ankle. Then from there, left forearm comes to your left thigh, right hand onto your hip, right arm all the way up to the sky. And then from there, if you like, you can sweep it all the way over your head. You can keep your gaze towards center, or you can take your gaze up towards that left thumb. So whatever is most comfortable for your neck, really press into your back foot. So you can sink the hips down a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, pushing into both feet, come all the way up. Peaceful warrior. Bend into that left knee. Right hand slides down your back leg. Left arm lifts overhead. Deep breath in. And then exhale, finally come back into your warrior two. Get the strength or feel the strength build up from your feet. And then very slowly straightening into that left leg. Take your hands onto your hips, heel toe, your feet all the way in, and we'll finish with a balance before we come to supine, which means the floor. So when we're here, I want you to take that left foot and you can place it. So if you want to be beside a wall, that might be a good idea. Like literally just the fingertips on a wall to support you. If you're used to tree Vritsasana, then you can maybe do it from the center of your mat. So there's three modifications. You can place your heel on top of your left heel on top of your right foot, just kind of in the middle. Okay, both hip bones point forward and your left knee opens so that the hip bones point forward with the left knee stretches down towards the floor, hands onto the hips. You can try with the left foot along the inside of your right leg. So it's not on the calf behind, it's not on the shin in front, it's on the inside. Please don't place it on your knee, it's a joint and we don't really want to knock it out. The other thing that you can do is you can grab a hold of your left ankle and place it along the inside of your right thigh. Again, opening up the knee, but make sure that both hip bones point forward. Take your hands to your heart. Really press down through your right foot. Squeeze your foot towards your thigh and thigh towards your foot. When we feel anxious, fearful in our heads, balancing is really tricky because we're in our head so much and not in our body. So I want you to find your drishna. It's a point somewhere in front of you that you can concentrate on. And I want you to find this drishna in your life. You know, something that you can concentrate on, like if you have kids. And if you don't have kids, that's fine. There are lots of things that give us joy and hope. I want you to focus on that now when you are listening to everything that's going on around you. And it's hard not to get caught up in it all. You can stretch your arms up towards the sky. For some reason, I am so unbalanced. Is that a word today? Keep a focus on your drishna. Squeeze your tummy muscles in. Then very slowly release all the way down. Drop your left foot down. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. And then resting on your left foot, your right foot can come, your right heel can come onto your foot again, opening through the right knee. It can come onto the inside of your left leg, or you can bring it all the way up. Hands come to your heart. Really press into your left foot. Hip bones point forward. Find your concentration. Find your drishna. Shoulders are back. If you want to go a little bit further, take the hands all the way up, palms of the hands facing. little kick. You can dance around your mat, do it with your kids, okay? Come to the front of your mat, okay? Feet are hip distance. Inhale your arms all the way up. Finally, exhale, release your hands down towards the floor. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale and fold. Final down dog. Stretch all the way back into your Adho Mukha Shavasana. Stretch your chest towards your thighs. And then drop your knees down towards the floor and sit back to your child's pose. So we're going to finish with a twist and a little hip opener. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to take both feet in front of you. So you're flexing through your feet. Take your right knee and place your right foot over your left leg, okay? From here, you're going to get your left elbow and you're going to stretch it across your right knee. Take your right hand, I'll show you from the side. Take your right hand behind your seat, okay? You're up on your fingertips, depending on arm length. Some people would prefer to have their palm of the hand down. That left foot stays flexed, and what you're going to do is draw your tummy muscles in. You're stretching, not from your shoulder, but from your tummy muscles, okay? And then into the side waistline. So staying here if it's comfortable for you. If you like, you can take the left elbow and press it all the way across the outside of the knee. So you choose your modification today. The last thing that comes back is the gaze. So your shoulder comes back and you're gazing back towards the back of the room, or somewhere even in line with your shoulder. Drawing the tummy muscles in, root down through your seat, and then slowly coming back to your center. Your right leg stretches out, your left leg comes in. Bring your left foot over your right knee, okay? Stretch your left knee in towards your chest. From there, take your right elbow and wrap it all the way around your left knee. Take your left hand back behind you and either press down through the palm of your hand or through your fingertips. Your right foot should be flexed, squeeze your tummy muscles in, and then very slowly draw your right side towards your left. Left shoulder comes back, and then your gaze comes back. If there's anything going on with your neck, please keep your gaze straight ahead of you. On every inhale, lengthen towards the sky. On every exhale, come a little bit further back in your twist. And then very slowly come back to center. Take the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Okay, again, you're going to stretch your flesh from your hips back. Okay, use your elbows to open up your knees and then take a hold of the soles of your feet and very slowly come all the way forward. Here you can grab a block, place the block on top of your feet and use the block to support your forehead. Draw your tummy muscles in. Feel the stretch in your inner groins. If you don't like the block, you can get rid of that. Place the palms of the hands in front. Squeeze your tummy muscles in. And then very slowly walk your hands back towards you. Okay, you're going to bend your knees, soles of the feet are on the floor. I want you to roll down one vertebrae at a time. You're going to take your feet directly underneath your knees. They're actually about, let's say, 5 inches, not even past your bum. Okay, roll your shoulders onto the mat. Okay, so you're taking one shoulder under a time, lifting your chest up towards the sky. Palms of the hands are down on the floor either side of your hips. Press down through your hands, flatten your low back into the floor and very slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Again, take your left shoulder under, followed by your right. Press your hips up towards the sky, squeeze your tummy muscles in. Lengthen into the back of the neck and take the chin towards your chest for your bridge or your Setu Bandha. If you like, you can come up onto your toes here, it's not necessary. And if you also like, you can clasp your hands underneath your back. The baby fingers are pressing into the mat, and that's just going to allow you to lift up a little bit higher. Place your soles of your feet down on the mat once again. Enjoy your stretch. Very slowly, palms of the hands come back onto the floor. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Okay, and then I want you to let your knees knock in and the feet to come mat distance apart. palms of the hands, right hand rests on your tummy, left hand rests on your chest, and just find your breath. And we're going to try that one more time. So soles of the feet come in underneath your knees, okay? Your feet come back 3 to 5 inches from your bum. Palms of the hands on the floor, either side of your hips, really, or near your thighs. Roll your right shoulder under, followed by your left. Flatten your low back, so you're tucking your tailbone under. Your pubic bone comes back towards your chest. And then very slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time. Again, clasping your hands underneath your back if that's available to you. The fingertips, the baby fingers, press onto the floor to lift your chest up a bit higher. Lift your hips up a little bit higher. Relax your buttocks and then very slowly tuck your chin in towards your chest. So make sure the knees aren't splaying out, the knees are parallel. And then slowly rolling down one vertebra at a time. We're going to take the soles of the feet off the floor, bending into your knees, opening up your knees. The elbows come to the inside of your knees. You have 3 options. So elbows are on the inside of my knees, the soles of the feet are pressing up towards the sky. Grab a hold of your shins and open your knees wide. Grab a hold of your big toes and open your knees wide with your elbows. Or finally grab a hold of the outside of the feet. Make sure that your tailbone and your sacrum is resting on the floor. So if the tailbone is lifting like this, you need to come back towards the shins. Open your knees wide apart. So happy baby. Relax your shoulders. Allow everything to just settle. Settling into the stretch of the hips. We hold a lot of our negative emotions here, our fear, our angst, our frustration, our worry. And very slowly release the hips. Coming into Supine Baddha Konasana. Hands are on your lower belly. Even feel the root chakra here and repeat to yourself like 3 affirmations. They're called Sankalpa. Keep them positive, keep them realistic, keep them in the now. Like I am enough, or I am okay, or I trust. Repeat them 3 times. When you have those repeated to yourself, I want you to take the knees together and the feet together, so glue them together. Roll your knees to the right, take your hands into a T at shoulder height, palms of the hands face the sky, and take your gaze towards your left. Again, you're in your twist. Release all of those unwanted emotions, thoughts, fears. And then slowly take your knees back to center. And allow your knees to fall to your left and your gaze to your right. Palms of the hands face the sky. Close your eyes, find your breath. Feel the stretch in the right side of your waistline. And then slowly come all the way back through center. I want you to roll all the way over to the right hand side now. Grab a hold of your block. So if you have time, I'd like you to lie in Shavasana. That song is not exactly relaxing, but if you have time, you're going to lie in Shavasana. And Shavasana is with the feet wide on the mat, toes roll out and heels roll in. You're going to place a blanket on top of you. Palms of the hands are going to face up to the ceiling. So I'll show you actually quickly. Okay, so toes roll out, heels roll in, and you're just allowing yourself to settle into your mat for anything from 3 to 10 minutes, whatever you have really. I will during the week teach, I'll do an online yoga nidra. It's actually excellent for sleep, and I'll try and do a 15-minute one and post it again if anybody would like that. But if you don't have time, please come to your comfortable seat on your block, stretch the flesh back from the hips, okay? Elbows dangle naturally from the shoulders, so exactly what we did at the beginning. Draw your tummy muscles in, okay? Closing over your eyes. And I want you to breathe into your body. Thanking your body for what it's allowed you to do today, for showing up on your mat. I want you to take the hands together in front of the chest. Your thumbs come to your third eye, the seat of your intuition. Down through your nose to your lips, down to the throat chakra, your communication, and into your heart, the center of love. And no matter what, in our day-to-day, work from love, work from trust, from hope, and we fold to one another. Namaste. So thank you very much for joining my first online yoga class. It's all a matter of learning. Things are going to change. I know a lot more is going to be online, so this is probably the space I need to be in. But I hope you enjoyed the beautiful backdrop behind me. It's a stunning day. Myself and my husband are off for a hike, and I am so grateful for that. So thank you so much for being here, and if you liked the content and you'd like a little bit more, please do reach out to me on Instagram. That's where you'll find me. Again, namaste.